Welcome everyone, this is Garrett Green Gaming, and today I want to talk about Crimson Desert. And specifically, I want to talk about the performance on consoles and how they are hiding gameplay from the consoles and some weird drama that's going on with the marketing leader, the head of marketing for Pearl Abyss, and some of the weird stuff he's doing on Twitter. Very, very strange stuff. Before I go into that, I just want to first mention I've been missing a little bit of the news recently. A few things have been going on, not too terrible, too terribly much, but well, except for kind of the announcement of the next generation of consoles with Xbox and Project Helix. I'll probably do some videos on that later on, but I mean, it's too early, and Microsoft's going to Microsoft. They're not giving us any information, anything that we didn't already know, but it was official confirmation. Project Helix, next Xbox coming out sometime next year. We'll see what that's about. Also, Ghost of Yotei Legends just came out. I've been playing that. Super fun. Very, very fun. Free update for everyone who owns Ghost of Yotei. But anyway, let's get into the main topic here, Crimson Desert, because I wasn't going to make a video on this at first. I mean, I've been very interested in this game. I was considering buying it day one. That is no longer going to happen for a couple different reasons. Number one, they're not showing us any console footage. In fact, they've uploaded gameplay on the PlayStation YouTube channel. All of it is PC footage. None of it is console gameplay. And then honestly, I wasn't going to think too much of it. I was going to wait till the game released anyway and see how it plays. But the behavior from a guy named Will Powers, who is let's get his exact name here, PR and marketing director at Pearl Abyss. That is his job title. So he is the main marketer and advertiser for this game. And his behavior on Twitter has been insane. Okay, this is a guy who's supposed to be promoting the game and get people to buy it, and he's done the exact opposite. He's been defensive and combative on Twitter. He's acting like a Twitter troll and just insulting people, attacking people, being just obnoxious and acting like a jerk. And it's very strange for someone who's trying to get money from people to buy their game, and he's just being an asshole to them, specifically console players. It's like a weird PC master race thing, it seems like. It's like he hates console players for some reason, but yet they are promoting the hell of it on the PlayStation YouTube channel. So there's a very very interesting situation going on here. So let's read some of his tweets and see what he's been talking about. So he's been tweeting a lot about the game, and mostly, just positive stuff about the game, talking about how he's excited for it to come out. But recently, people have been asking for console footage, gameplay on the consoles, which is very reasonable. People want to buy this on the PS5. And then there was a whole thing, and then finally he said, oh, we're going to have Digital Foundry review it because no one would believe if we showed gameplay footage. No, that's not how it works. You show gameplay footage. If people don't want to believe it, that's fine. You show gameplay footage and you let Digital Foundry review it. But what they did is they sent Digital Foundry a PS5 Pro. They sent the whole console to Digital Foundry with the game already installed in it. I'm assuming they did that so they wouldn't also play the game on the base PS5. But also it begs the question, is that even the full game if they're just sending them a pre-baked install? It's very suspicious, very much a red flag, but it's also how he's been so combative about it on Twitter. So Digital Foundry, they did their review on the PS5 Pro version, and John Linneman said it was good. He said he liked it. He said it ran well. Even though there was noticeable dips in performance during combat. So according to him, it ran well, but I'm not so sure about that. But either way, that's the PS5 Pro version, not the base PS5, which the majority of console owners own is a base PS5. So the first one I noticed here, I mean, he was being combative a week ago when people were just talking about the PS5 Pro footage. But let's go in order here. The first one I came across on March 15th, which was yesterday. Somebody just tweeted this on his own. He didn't even tweet this in response to Will Powers, but some guy said, "Imagine paying 2,500 just to explain why 39 to 61 FPS is actually elite." So I don't know what he's exactly talking about, but I just brought that up to tell you how combative this guy has been, because Will Powers, in response to that tweet, says, "Imagine having eyeballs and not actually watching the video." Super funny, because this dude just tweeted this thing on his own. He didn't even respond to Will Powers, and Will Powers responded to this random Twitter user, just being combative. I don't even know what he was referencing, but that's just showing how combative this guy is. And then Will Powers did tweet something. He said, "Y'all are making my," he said, "y'all are making all of my really long days working worth it," because he's showing a picture of Crimson Desert as the #1 pre-order on Amazon. And some random Twitter responds to him. He says, "Where is the base PS5 footage? Keep ignoring us, Will." And he did it in all caps. Will Powers says, "I ignore caps lock people regardless of what they say." Very interesting, because you didn't ignore him, you responded to him. And you responded to him by not answering the question. He ignored you once again, and no base PS5 footage. He's asking a very simple thing. Where's the base PS5 footage? No answer, just a condescending remark. Another guy responded to his tweet, "People who care don't hide data from the largest console player base." Very reasonable statement, very true. And here's his response. "We've shown gameplay on 3 platforms, and we've released the performance on all platforms. See you later this week." We've shown gameplay on 3 platforms. Which platforms? Because they've only shown gameplay on PC and PS5 Pro. So he's lying. Right off the bat, he's lying and being condescending. And then he tries to act like, releasing a spec sheet means anything. What does that mean? That means nothing. What does that prove to people who want to buy your game? Absolutely nothing. Just another condescending fucking tweet. Let's move on. He's got more. And another guy, a very reasonable guy, says, "But for real though, and I mean no disrespect, I'm just curious to know why we haven't seen any base console footage so close to the release date. You guys have been the most transparent with this game out of anyone out there." Not true, but keep going. "But this is giving the haters a free excuse to hate." First of all, let's just be real here. Haters, no one is hating this game. People are excited for this game. People just don't want to give you your money. How are you conflating haters with people who want to buy your game but want to know if it runs well? How is wanting to know if the game runs well hate? It's so fucking weird, dude. The amount of bootlicking I've seen for this game, when it's always the exact opposite when it comes to any other game or any other studio. But now all of a sudden everyone's bootlicking this game when they refuse to show any gameplay on base PS5. And this dude asked a very reasonable question and gave him all the caveats to sound nice. And then here his Will Powers' answer. Let's hear this dumbass answer. He says, "Let them talk. We release specs on all platforms and gameplay on 3 platforms. Let our video team rest." Let your video team rest. The game comes out this week. This is the most important time for the game, and you're gonna let your video team rest when they have not released any base PS5 footage at all, let alone Xbox. 0 Xbox footage. Fucking 0. And you want your team to rest on launch week? And once again, he lies. He says, we release specs on all platforms. Who gives a fuck? But then he says gameplay on 3 platforms. No, 2. PC, PS5 Pro, once again, he's lying. And you release specs on all platforms. Who gives a fuck about specs? That doesn't tell us anything. That one really got me. Like, he's just another condescending asshole tweet. No one is hating on your game. We want to buy it. You're expecting people to give your money, and this is how you're talking to people who want to buy your game? Absolutely insane. And yeah, he said a bunch of crazy shit too. Like last week, I'm not gonna scroll down, but go through this dude's timeline. He's acting like an insane Twitter troll, and he's trying to sell his video game. He's acting like assholes to people that actually want to buy their game and treating it as like they're haters. Okay, well, fuck you. I'm not buying your game at all now. How about that? I was super excited for Crimson Desert. I had it on my top 10 list for games coming out this year. And this is how they're treating him. Well, you know what? Fuck off. I have plenty other games to play. I'm playing Ghost of Yotei Legends. I just bought MLB The Show. Sorrows comes out next month. Fuck Crimson Desert. The fuck I care. I'll wait till it's on sale for $5. Fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. The amount of attitude and condescendingness this dude has. How is he the fucking PR director for Pearl Abyss? Do they even know? Like, do they know what this dude is saying on Twitter right now about their game? Anyway, we'll see. I mean, the PS5 Pro footage John Linneman said was solid, so it might run okay on PS5. We don't know, but game comes out this week, so this should be very interesting. Very interesting to see what happens. A lot of things could happen. The game could be a shit show at launch like Cyberpunk, and then what is this dude gonna say? It could run well. It could sell millions of copies, but I don't know. This dude seems like just a complete jerk, and he's trying to get people to buy the game, and he's doing everything he can to do the opposite. So it is what it is. Just I thought a very interesting situation going on, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more videos. See ya.